How's it going, everyone? Got some exciting news to go over in this video as a major game will be revealed here shortly. It has been confirmed. The next RGG title will be revealed at Tokyo Game Show 2024. This is according to a recent live stream from the studio. Its next title will be revealed in September at TGS. No further information is known about what this game is. I have some theories, but they did say during the Essence of Fandom event at the Anime Expo, they teased that the next title would be something that they would be surprised with. Now, unless this is totally off the wall and it's something like a spin-off or it's something like, I don't even know, because the thing is, they've already said Yakuza Kiwami 3 is going to be happening at some point, like a Dragon Kiwami 3, however they decide to name it. Kiwami 3 is going to happen at some point. That, to me, wouldn't be a surprising game. What would be a surprising game is a brand new mainline Like a Dragon title. I don't think that's gonna be it because it's literally been 6 months at this point since Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth came out. Those games have gotten pretty big, and they take a little bit of time in the oven to cook. Like, I think we'll hear about the next mainline Like a Dragon game maybe in 2025, at the end of 2025, even early 2026, and we can set up for like a 2027 release at the earliest. The turnaround time from Yakuza Like a Dragon into Infinite Wealth was 4 years. So, you know, if we're gonna look at that for the next Like a Dragon title, that would actually put us at 2028. So it would be way too early to reveal that. And by the way, they only just started doing casting for the next Like a Dragon game. So again, just way too early for that. The other title that obviously I personally want to see, a lot of other people want to see, and it's just so much uncertainty as far as what is the status of this franchise, is of course Judgment 3. Absolutely loved Judgment, the original. Lost Judgment, I thought from a narrative standpoint was still really good, just not as strong as the original, but as far as a gameplay standpoint, even better than the original, and just added a lot of elements that made it more enjoyable, a more consistent experience with Lost Judgment. And Lost Judgment from a story standpoint, I still thought was really good. I just thought Judgment from a narrative standpoint was like one of the best that RGG ever put out. Judgment 3 is the one that I'm clinging on to hope for that does come to fruition, because while I like Yakuza and I like the Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth style of gameplay, the turn-based JRPG, I would also like the traditional RGG gameplay, what people know them for, that beat-em-up style of gameplay, to be preserved. And don't get it twisted, they've done it with Ishin, they've done it with Like a Dragon Gaiden, so they could do styles of games like that, and I think it would be very beneficial for them to do those 1.5 style of games, those smaller scale games, smaller scale projects, if the mainline Like a Dragon titles, if those development cycles are going to get longer and longer. I've said this about every studio, you should have games like a Spider-Man Miles Morales, a Like a Dragon Gaiden, that offer something to the hardcore fans to get them to the next game and keep them satiated, so to speak. And RGG and Sega themselves have said that they want to annualize not Yakuza as a franchise, but I believe the RGG games in general as a franchise. And in fact, from February of 2023 to January of 2024, RGG put out 3 games: Like a Dragon Ishin, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, as well as Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Now, across those 3 games, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was the big budget brand new title, but you had a remake in Ishin, you had a smaller scale game in Gaiden, adding to the lineup of titles that they are putting out. I could also see them, much like what Atlus has done with Persona and Sega has done with Persona, making a bunch of spin-off titles. You know, you have your Strikers as far as Persona is concerned. You have P5 Tactics. I could see them going that route, where they do a Yakuza game and a game that is within the Like a Dragon world, but is a totally different style of game, featuring the same characters, but I don't know, it could be something super zany, like a party-based mini-game-oriented title. With how many zany mini-games are featured in Yakuza, if it is a game like that, which would be a little bit disappointing from my standpoint, just because I want Judgment 3 so badly that if they decided to make, I don't know, Yakuza Racing, I wouldn't be crazy about that. But the wackiness and the zaniness that is present in all of the Like a Dragon games, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something completely off the wall that nobody saw coming, and that would fit the criteria of surprise. So that is what I'm thinking. It's either a Judgment 3, which would surprise people, or it's a completely wacky, zany game within the Like a Dragon world that, yes, people would be surprised by that. Maybe they would be like, okay, what is this? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt because it's RGG and they're super consistent. But we'll see how that ultimately turns out. Whatever RGG does, I'm going to have a level of vested interest to it. Again, if it's like Yakuza Racing or Yakuza Mario Party or something like this, like, I'm not going to get that excited for it if it's something so off the wall like that. But a Judgment 3, oh man, all day would I be excited for that. And when did Lost Judgment come out? I think it was 2021. So if that's been something they've been cooking, you know, in the background while not revealing it, you would think it's pretty far along at this point. So we'll see how that turns out, but that's my hope that we do get a Judgment 3. I don't know how likely it is. I know that there was some issues with the actor and whatnot. I don't know how that has progressed, but I just think the idea of a Judgment 3 would be something that would get a lot of people very, very excited. And, you know, RGG at this point has built so much goodwill with their audience. The only thing is, you know, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth did have that horrendous deluxe edition with baked in, with New Game Plus being baked into it. And New Game Plus has been a feature that's been available in other RGG titles for just buying the game. Now, you're locking away features that have been present in previous games. Now it's locked behind DLC or deluxe editions. That's something that you're gonna see more and more publishers do, and more publishers do. That's what the fake early access is. They're taking something that was available to the consumer before for free, that is, being able to play the game on the day of release. Now they're delaying it. Well, now they're also doing stuff like New Game Plus being delayed, not even delayed, being locked behind, you know, locked behind a deluxe edition. That's just something I hope Sega turns around on, and I'm sure that's more of a publisher decision, and I get it, like, gaming's a business, they're trying to make their money, but outside of that, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I have said in previous videos, is my front runner for Game of the Year. Right now, for me, it's 1A, 1B with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You could go back, I could go back and forth with either one. I know people have Stellar Blade in the mix as well, and a lot of other games are to come, Dragon's Dogma 2, so on and so forth, but RGG annualizing their game releases, that's great for me, because while their games aren't going to be at the level of a Sony first-party title every year, you know, your big Spider-Man 2s, your God of War Ragnaroks, they provide quality experiences at a super consistent level, and when they do drop a Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, they'll get that major game out there that is at a different scale. And if they have Judgment 3 in the works, man, I would just be super excited. But I don't want to get my hopes up too much, just because I think it's totally on the table that it's just a spin-off Yakuza game that is more like what Sega has been doing with the Persona titles, like a Tactica, like a Strikers, but we'll see how that shakes out. Let me know what you guys would like to see. Judgment 3, Yakuza Kiwami 3, I know a lot of people want that, and how would you react if it's just a complete wacky spin-off, which I am preparing myself that that's what it might be. But let me know your thoughts down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.